Have Valerio Conti. Timur Young is the tall rider there, together with his teammate Sean Flynn.
Here we go.
We have Skalko up front. This is Noah Ramsey, Gary. But because this is a town that was only nominated as capital of Turkey a century ago, so when anymore. But yeah, gradually, yeah, the entire country was divided after 1918, after the end of World War I. And from that occupation and a very weakened Ottoman Empire.
But you're not really sightseeing at all.
Of course, at the end of the season, you know, when we have that race in China, some riders are staying, or you know, they're flying over to Hong Kong or Singapore on the hub for Jasper Philipsen to get himself a national champions jersey, and Jonas Rickaert is going to be very important.
The busiest month, generally, because there's a lot of kind of what used to be called prep races, which aren't prep races anymore, but you're doing a lot of 5-6 day races, probably with a training camp in between. Now it's an altitude camp, so it's even more lonely. For a team from the Netherlands would kind of make sense, since everybody is
we eat a lot of
tall.
cheese. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not from the Netherlands, by the way. I have to give Coma needs a lot of care to make baby steps in terms of what she can still achieve in terms of progress. And the family, the family moved to Spain, I think, to get the best possible care for Jessie. But an absolutely terrible story. She herself was, as well as another Turkish rider. So 3 riders have already abandoned today's race. The Tour de France, that might be possible for Vingegaard in the future, for somebody like Paul Sexas, but yeah, that's basically it. I don't see him even if we'll win the Tour de France, for example.
Kind of contest of it, but at least I hope I do. Otherwise, it's you have to kind of. When you're in that situation, then you just have to refocus on something else. One of the you know, if you've got a sprinter, it's the point.
Ballerini is trying to. I think he's trying to sprint for those points, but of course, we got that sprint coming up in less than a kilometre. But those points will go to our 3 leaders. So whether Ballerini's at the front here doesn't really matter all that much, because there's only points. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We're not there yet. First, we're going to focus on this sprint. Best ranked rider in our little breakaway of 3 is Byron Munton. He's 6 minutes and 6 seconds down on our race leader. And that is currently 23rd on GC for Byron Munton. So these 3 seconds, will they help? Yeah, why not?
I like a bit of pampering.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we could go everywhere from Argentina to New Zealand to Morocco, Spain, Georgia. Why not? Georgia, the country, not Georgia, the state in the US. The gap of the 3 leaders, including the First World War, was still the Ottoman Empire. It was on its last legs, but the Ottoman Empire allied with Germany. So, yeah, not the right side of history when it comes to the First World War. What Atatürk actually did for Turkey is separating religion from government, of course, secularism. He replaced Islamic law by civil law. And also, very interesting, he changed the alphabet from Arabic to Latin. Yeah, some of the strong sprinters, maybe Jordan Giga, like you said, is going to try to do something with a late attack.
I think it's more likely that Giga kind of follows those really explosive sprinters and tries to get in the split. How is Casper Van Uden uphill?
I honestly do not know. We'll have to wait and see what Pigny Postanel can do. Yesterday, Van Uden kept out of the sprinting because it was slightly dangerous.
To say the least.
To say the least, yes. Here we go, everything in the same shots right now. Final lap.
Not to tell straight to their minivans that they have here.
Picnic Postanel at the front of the bunch at the moment with Dimana, and then 4 riders for Flanders-Baloise around Tom Crabbe. Ballerini is in green. Tom Crabbe is back in his normal jersey. There's only 1 point between them for the points classification. None of these 2 riders took points at the intermediate sprint to the one Flanders-Baloise rider.
Yeah, young Leander looks like he's at the end of his capabilities there, looking for a little bit of help, which would be normal. You know, if it's just 3 against 1, then he's not really going to close that gap very much. Smaller GC guys, you really need somebody in front of you and somebody behind you to even try and keep position.
But I'm pretty impressed today by the work that Gaviria did. He really stood up and helped Berwick to stay at the front.
He has, and you know,
Buczynski, Davide Persico, riders who have been in that top 10, in that top 5 before. It is a challenging one today. It's a hard one to time. You have to really make sure you're in good position before that final kilometers. Luckily, the roads are really wide and, most importantly, Pippa, dry. Oh, there goes Byron Munson overboard. Fugner and Marsman, the original 2 attackers, back together, but look at the peloton. We see on the right-hand side with the white with Casper van Uden, we have the blue of XDS Astana within the green leaders jersey, Davide Ballerini. Also up there, probably Center Sentience alongside
your sprint train at the moment, if they can try and, you know, keep it together. Already the picnic post NL1 has fallen apart.
This is a combined modern adventure and ATT investment train. We see that riders are glancing over their shoulder. This is the blue of the MBH Bank team, the team that got a stage win. Yeah, this is rather impressive. Look at the tongue out at the moment. This is how hard it is. We have Center Sentience moving up. We have Ballerini. Van Uden is up there as well, but they still have to make it to the front. It's all about timing here. Jonas Rickaert gets to the front there with number 13 with his teammate on his wheel. Is it still Simon de Heer there? Yeah, it is de Heer there on the wheel. We have Anilkovski also there for Cofidis in the mix. At the moment, Jonas Rickaert is there. Simon de Heer is holding on for dear life, really grimacing there at the moment now. It's glancing over his shoulder, the man from MBH Bank, and there's the final lead out by Jonas Rickaert. We got Paul Wright there as well for Modern Adventure. Number 44, Stefano Oldani. Mark Brustenga is there. Mark Brustenga is, no, this is not Brustenga, this is his teammate. We have Total Energy, it's all over the place. Tom Crabbe moving up. Tom Crabbe there in the colours of Flanders-Baloise for a triple. Indeed, Tom Crabbe goes for 3 wins. His parents are watching. Tom Crabbe gets not 1, not 2, but 3 stage wins in the Tour of Turkey. What a impressive turn of speed yet again.
I was just trying to keep tabs on where Tom Crabbe was there. He got caught a couple of times, you know, guys coming back. I think we'll see it again on the overhead. But he was...
And making sure that you keep your powder dry until the absolute moment you need it.
Yeah.
A master of timing, this man.
That instinct that he has to appear in the last 100 meters and then produce his effort is